Hello and welcome to this edition of Filter Kaapi. An extremely disappointing result coming from Manchester, where in the semi-final of the ICC World Cup 2019, India lost to New Zealand by 18 runs. It was India's match to lose, especially after the manner in which India had restricted New Zealand to just 239 runs. It was a very gettable target, and there is absolutely no reason why India's batsmen, considered to be one of the best in the world, could not get the target of 240. And I would say it was extreme lack of strategy, lack of tact on part of the India's think tank of coach Ravi Shastri, batting coach Sanjay Bangar and captain Virat Kohli, which cost India the match. And I will explain why I think so. Number one, let's look at the pluses first, because there were a lot of positives from this particular semi-final. I would say the bowling was spot on. Bumrah, Bhuvaneshwar, Jadeja, Chahal and Hardik Pandya, excellent bowling. Despite not having Kuldeep and Shami in the playing 11, they did an excellent job to restrict New Zealand to just 239 runs. Fielding, again, absolutely excellent. Ravindra Jadeja, really the standout player as far as India was concerned in this particular match. He showed that he's no bits and pieces player, as Sanjay Manjrekar had described him. He's a genuine all-rounder, and I would call him a genuine fielding all-rounder, not just a batting or bowling all-rounder, but a fielding all-rounder. Look at the manner in which he bowled wicket to wicket, gave away only 34 runs in his 10 overs, taking one wicket. He effected a direct run out. Then he took that brilliant catch at the deep this morning. So in that sense, I would say that Sanjay Manjrekar, if he has any decency, he should apologize to Ravindra Jadeja for being extremely dismissive, almost being bordering on rudeness about his talent and abilities. The big thing is the minuses, and I think the biggest minus was in terms of strategy on what should be your batting lineup, for heaven's sake. New Zealand bowling was very good, so we had a rare occasion where both Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli failed, both of them getting just one run apiece. In fact, Rahul also got just one run. So the top three batsmen had scores of just 1-1-1. Inability of KL Rahul to come good, and I think that should be a matter of worry. This boy had an occasion, had the big occasion. This was his big chance to prove his mettle, and yet he failed. Look at the way he guided the ball directly to Tom Latham's gloves. Was, I would think, pretty shameful. Better application was expected from KL Rahul in a big ticket match like today, and especially after the manner in which the other two big guys had got out, Kohli and before that Rohit Sharma. Rahul should have shown better application and stayed at the crease, even if he had actually faced a lot of dot balls. The biggest strategy mistake, I would say, was not sending MS Dhoni up at number 4. Why did he come so down the batting order when he had nobody? First a bit of Hardik Pandya and then only Jadeja for company. Why would India invest in two youngsters like Rishabh Pant and Hardik Pandya to see India through? India ideally should have had Dhoni at number 4, even if he had faced a lot of dot balls, even if he could not rotate the strike well. At least there would be a wise head after your captain and vice captain both have got out to guide the youngsters and ensure that they could actually get the runs while he rotated the strike. He could have batted first with Rishabh Pant, Dinesh Karthik, Hardik Pandya, and then Ravindra Jadeja and Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, and perhaps seen India home. By the time he came, he had just Hardik Pandya and Jadeja for company. Too late in the day, despite which he made a fight of it, which goes to Dhoni's credit and of course his vast experience as a finisher for India. So I would really fault Ravi Shastri for not really thinking this through. Did it indicate a lack of faith in Dhoni's abilities? We do not know, but prima facie it looks like that. Perhaps they did not trust Dhoni enough at number 4 that he would be able to guide the Indian batting order, the middle order, to reach the target of 240. Dhoni himself, yes, he has finished a lot of matches for India by leaving things to the last over, but you can't do it every time. The MSD of 2019 is not the MSD of 2011, and it does not simply work every time. So Dhoni made a mistake of leaving things too much to the last over, and he perished trying to take the second run, of course, which was a brilliant direct hit by Martin Guptill. Another problem, of course, is Dhoni's inability to pierce the field, of hitting it directly to the fielder, whether it's at cover or at mid-wicket. And he's clearly struggling with the bat. So he may have a score of 50 on the scoreboard, but obviously that does not reflect the kind of difficulty that he was facing on the field to be able to rotate the strike. I would say that we lost this World Cup semi-final primarily because of poor strategy, of failing to see where MS Dhoni could really be of immense value to the team as such. So in that sense, both Kohli and Ravi Shastri have to take the blame. Praising MSD in press conferences is one thing, but what their actions show is a lack of trust in sending MSD up the order and investing in him at the number 4. And the number 4 position, as we all know, has been a tricky position for India. Vijay Shankar was used, KL Rahul was used, and finally Rishabh Pant was used. If India had tried with MSD right from the beginning and used him as the fulcrum around which the Indian middle order would rotate, it could have probably fetched us better results, and the whole of India, including Prime Minister Narendra Modi, would not be disappointed today. Yes, have you seen the last of MSD as a player? We do not know. It is his call to retire whenever he wants to, but definitely he has lost his spark as a batsman, and at this stage of his career, when he is 38 years of age, he seems to be blocking a place of a youngster in the Indian team. So perhaps it's time for him to think whether it is time for him to move on and retire from international cricket, both ODI as well as T20. But definitely it's sad to see MSD, given the kind of batsman that we have known him as, it's sad to see him kind of struggle to even rotate the strike and take singles and ensure that the scoreboard is kept ticking. So definitely a very disappointing day as far as India is concerned. India's campaign in the World Cup 2019 has come to a disappointing end. And another thing which ICC will have to make a note of, it's not fair for the team which ends on top of the table in the league stage to get eliminated because it played about 45 minutes to an hour of poor cricket. The IPL formula of having the top team playing the second team and then getting a second chance of playing the team which wins out of the third and fourth place would probably be a better way of rewarding the team which ends on top of the league stage. Here you have a stage where New Zealand, which actually lost to all the other 3 teams who are in the semi-finals, has entered the finals, and for all you know, if it plays 3 hours of good cricket, 3 to 4 hours of good cricket on Sunday, it may actually go on to win the title for the first time in their cricketing career. So all the best to New Zealand. Tomorrow, of course, is the Australia versus England match. That, of course, promises to be another extremely keenly contested match. But as far as India is concerned, it has been an extremely disappointing result. But definitely, I think the Indian team, the Indian think tank, the Indian management definitely have to take a share of the blame for what really transpired at Old Trafford in Manchester today. That's it then on this edition of Filter Kaapi. Thank you very much for watching.
Do subscribe to Filter Kaapi and click on the bell icon to get regular updates.